Welcome back to Estoria Blue, the Oracle. So, check this. I want to do a little story time with you guys. So basically, just talk about, my experience with my divine masculine, my ex. So, alright, so here we go. Okay, I met my divine masculine January 2019. I had just had my third baby December 2018. She's a 12-12 baby. So very gifted, very smart, all of those good things, qualities about herself. So, how I met him, it was through like social media. He hit me up. He hit me up. Um, we chit chatted on the phone, here and there. And one day he just hit me up out the blue and he was like, come to my job. So me being excited all over the place, like he seemed like a very cool, chill person, and it's not like he's inviting me to a place where, I need to be afraid for my life. So I went up to this dude's job. He had a really good job. So we're gonna call him Tony. So I went up to Tony's job and, sat in my car, waited on Tony to come out. Um, he was very handsome, very, very handsome. And by, him coming out, having to see me real quick, so we hugged or whatnot, introduced ourselves. So as I drove off, Tony texted me. He was like, "Oh my God, I think I seen my wife. I think I met my wife." So me acting all nonchalant, all cool. I'm like, you know what? All right, I'll respond back to you when I get home. So fast forward, it was January. We met the end of January to be precise. February came, like in between the end of January and before Valentine's Day. Like he really wanted to move quick, and I'm like, look, I just had a baby. I want to move. Take things slowly because you hit me up, and I'm cool with talking on the phone, texting, all that good stuff. But as far as being in a relationship, I'm not ready for that right now. So thought that was understood, but he was still pushing. He's a Sagittarius too. Still pushy. Him and my baby share the same birthday, so we hit it off like chilling. He was a very cool person to hang with. So he was living with his sister. So I go, chill with him, or he would come to my house. We'll just relax, kick it, and all that. So I made sure I told him like. Cause he kept asking, what you want for Valentine's Day? What you want for Valentine's Day? Valentine. I'm like, you know what? Valentine's Day. Really ain't worried about Valentine's Day because look, I'm what, 30. How old was I? 32. Yeah, 30, 31. So I'm like, I really don't want anything for Valentine's Day because I never had anything for Valentine's Day, like ever. So we went to the store. Yeah, we was at the store. He was asking me. We was talking about Valentine's Day. He kept asking me. I'm like, bro, why are you pushing it? Why, like? And this man had told me like, I want to take care of you. I want to be with you. Blah blah blah. But my intuition was not like on him, on that situation of all of these things. But I really wanted to get to know him. So we went to his house. We chilled. Blah blah blah. He bought me wine because he asked me what I wanted to drink, so we had wine. So did I have sex with him that night? I can't remember. I think I know what happened. We supposed to be and watch movies that night, so I'm up here trying to watch the puppet movie. It's the one with all the cussing and the sexual like shit in the movie. So I'm in there trying to kick it, watch the movie and whatnot. Next thing I know, before we laid down to watch the movie, this man gave me his basketball shorts. And I'm like, why do I need your basketball shorts? Like, what finna go on? Like, I'm comfortable in my jeans. Like, let me lay down my jeans and my t-shirt on and all that good stuff. So, next thing I know, we watching the movie, had some Douce. I cannot drink Douce. But anywho, next thing I know, my shorts coming down. And I'm like, hold Lord, what is you doing? What you doing? So, being me, being who I am, so I just let it happen. So, um, after he was done eating a box, he came up beside me, watch, clear his face off and like, you my wife. You know you mine now. I'm like, what? So like me myself, I'm like fidgeting, scared. Like what just happened? Like what I just let happen? Like I didn't want this to go down with this dude like this. So me, I'm changing, putting my pants back on. I'm leaving. I'm making every lie in the book. I got to go get my baby. I got to go. Like I got to go. So that happened. So normally guys like when they have some type of sexual engagement with you, it's like that's it. They don't want nothing to do with you. This man was going over and above. Anything I asked him to do, he was doing it. But it was just something within me that did not sit right with him. And you're supposed to listen to your intuition. So, he will, he worked 30 minutes away from me, but then if he come to my house, he would still have to travel 45 minutes to go back home. So this man would come to my house, taking my trash out, doing whatever I wanted him to do, just chillaxing, coming to my house every day after work. So he ended up, we stopped talking. After Valentine's Day, he came to my house after working 12 plus hours. He did come to my house, brought me my Valentine's Day gift or whatnot. And I tried my best to fight him off. Like, I did not want to talk to this dude like this. I did not want to do nothing with him. Like, he's sexy, don't get me wrong. He had it going on, still do. But my intuition still would not go there with. Like, my feelings did not sit well with him. I think it was more of how I met him. And, in the back of my head, like, I just felt like I was not the only one. I felt like I was not the only one he was communicating with, he was talking to. Even if he wasn't, like, being sexually engaging with any other females, I just felt personally, he was talking to other females. Like, talking on the phone, texting, or, however the case may be. So, he always wanted to say, like, you still in love with your baby daddy, blah, blah, blah. No, I was not. No, the love was not there. It's just that, like, I wanted to get to know you on a deeper level. So, fast forward, I got my gifts for Valentine's Day. We ended up smashing. It was the best. But his crazy ass. You think I wasn't gonna get none? You think I wasn't gonna get mine? You think I wasn't gonna get so? That happened, and after that, like, I want to say we broke up. I broke it off with him because, like I said, I just did not trust him. I did not. So after that happened, we stopped talking for like a month. Tony came back to me like always. Boo hoo. His life ain't going right without me. He just felt like he needed to be near me. He needed to talk to me. All this, but so after that, we started spending more time together. And this was a time where he started going to school to get his CDL. I was there for him throughout that, taking him, like 45 minutes away. I would drive 45 minutes to pick him up from CDL school. And I recall a time where he wanted me to bring him lunch. And I did it. So I sacrificed a lot in our connection. It's just that I wasn't ready for a relationship, and I know he was not ready for anything serious. So, in the meantime, in between time, we started living together. I was spending a lot of time with him. And one night, I dreamed that I saw him in a bed with another woman. And I was very confused about that dream because, like, a lot of time when I dream about things, they come to pass. So, I kept it to myself, but like I think when I be in a relationship, I need to be very firm and be very vocal about the whereabouts, like where you go. Like I don't want to be your mama, like where you going, who you been with, but I need to know at a certain length of time. We need to be open and communicating about your whereabouts because I think I let a lot slip. I got a little too comfortable, and it turned out he did cheat on me, and he was cheating on me. I don't know how it slid through, but he was slick. And just like I said before, when we got in a relationship, like I was still unsure. Just by us talking, I was still unsure. So how I found out, he had been cheating. I went on his Facebook. We were not friends on social media. No. Um, I went on his Facebook, and like you can check. You can if you want to find out something, you can find it out. I scanned like everybody was liking and commenting and hearting his stuff. So I initially found one person that was liking it a little bit too much, hearting it a little too much, and I scoped out her um Facebook, and there, da 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 da. She had a lot of pictures on Facebook of them being in the bed, her having on lingerie, just a whole lot of things that made her look thirsty. Thirsty. Like you got a point to prove to everybody this your man. So I messaged her. And I'm like, hey, how are you? I see that you have pictures up with Tony. Like, how do you know Tony? So she hit me back up. But when she hit me back up, like I said, he had graduated from truck driving school. He got his CDL, and he had to leave to go to training on the job that he got. So she waited until she got with him. I guess she drove because she live in Tennessee. I want to say somewhere by Tennessee because I'm in Georgia. She met up with him at the room. So she waited till she got with him to call me. Yes. So I'm like, hold, you know me. Like, if you know me, you know me. So I'm going all off, not on her, but on him because he would not pick up the phone. So when I talk to him, I'm going off all these because at the same time, it ain't no way in the world you and this girl need to be on the phone. Better yet, social media. You like we are together, boo boo kitty. How is she saying y'all together and we are really together? You know what I'm saying? Like she live hours away. How can we? First of all, I don't care if she lived in Burger King. She's still with you right now. Right now, answering your phone because you got caught up and you walked away. You left your phone with her. So it was just a lot with that. That's why I tell you, like, a lot of times, like, some of these divine masculine be on bullshit. And you gonna smell bullshit from a mile away before you really get, deep into it. Like, I had a lot of love for him. Like, I was in love with him because, our children played together. My children really cared about him, too, because he's a great father figure. He's a great provider, but he just had whorish ways. And that's something that I cannot deal with because I care about my health. So, fast forward down the line after that situation, because we stopped talking for a long time. We stopped talking for a long time. And the thing, I don't want to get into that, but fast forward, we, start back communicating. Supposed to be working on the relationship and all this and that. So, come to find out, I lost my cousin last year, right? And I really needed him. Must I remind you, he's over the road full time, so I don't know what the fuck he got going on, who he was talking to, blah, blah, blah. Only thing that I know is that my feelings were still there, and I still, wanted to work on what we had. Because we had always talked about getting married, building, buying a house, all those good things. So, come to find out, as we supposed to been talking and, getting back on track, this man in a whole full-blown relationship with someone else. I'm like, boy, really? Are you serious? I'm up here trying to do everything right, focusing on my business, focusing on what I'm doing, taking care of home, taking care of the children. And here you go in a full blown relationship with another person. And not only that, you had this person on the trip with you. You're in a full blown relationship. Full blown relationship. But your thing is with me. You get mad at me because I don't want to rush a relationship, like I want to get to know the person that I'm with. And if that's an issue and a problem with you, that make me feel like you have ulterior motives where you don't have my best interest. So at the same time, like, that make me like really, really look at you some kind of way. And that, I'm not saying that I look at my other relationships some kind of way, but this particular relationship, I look at it some type of way because we talked about a lot of spiritual things. He was very spiritually inclined too, but he would use his gifts to manipulate other women. He would use his gifts to, get money from other women to buy things for me or to give me what I need and want. So that's a very dishonest person. Like, I want to share this story with you guys because at the end of the day, even though I still have love for him, I'm not in love with him. My intuition never led me on. It led me astray. Like, it started with my dreams. First, it started with me not feeling, easy about him. But then and again, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this person a chance. I'm gonna give this person a try. The benefit of the doubt. So he ended up still fucking me over. So that's the story time for me with my ex divine masculine. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a person like that, they're not real and they're not true with themselves. So I let that be. Still no hard feelings against him. We ain't even gonna get on the time he came to my house last what? He came to my house November, December. And then you guys know when I was just live, like last month, he called in the middle of my live, FaceTiming me. So it's just a lot. Like, he came to my house begging to get back with me, crying, being in a car accident. And I told you guys I had to dream about him being in a car accident, and it will manifest it. So at the same time, just like a lot of energy, built up, unhealed energy between me and him that I just don't want to go back to. So that's my story with my divine masculine. That's why I do not want to look back, baby, because once you cross me twice, you're not finna do it 3 times. I'm not giving you that opportunity. So make sure that you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. And comment and let me know, can you relate to this story? Can you relate to what I went through? And just fill me in if you went through something too. And let me know if you guys want me to do a reading on, like, your situation. Or if you want to book a personal reading with me, feel free to do that. Also, the link will be in the description box below. So I love you guys. Thank you. Peace.